welcome to a new reading vlog. I don't have much going on this week, but I am currently reading 2 books. Technically I'm reading 4, but I'm focusing on these 2 for this vlog. First up is Pearl by Josh Malerman, and this is a reprint. He published this story originally in like a special edition thing, I think a couple years ago, but now it's like publicly available, reprinted, and he renamed it Pearl. And this is kind of like Animal Farm meets Cujo vibes. Pearl is actually a male pig who has one eye, and like his other eye is all like folded over and like creepy, and he's kind of telepathic and very, very evil. And we follow a family and some teenagers who are dealing with this very evil, murderous pig. It is very wild. I'm enjoying it a lot. I think I'm like exactly halfway through. And it's something. It's a ride. And my second read, which I just started, is Vespertine. This is by Margaret Rogerson, and I have read her 2 other books. One I didn't like, one I really liked, so I think this will be the deciding factor on whether I will continue to purchase her books that come out or if it'll be a not for me situation. And I don't know too much about this one yet because I don't read the blurbs. As you guys know, once I've purchased it, it sits on a shelf, and I don't like to know what the story is about until I dive in and discover it for myself. And I'm only like 20 pages in, so I'll give a better update later, I think. So yeah, start of a new week. I mean, actually it's Wednesday, but start of a new reading week, and we'll see where this week takes me. You guys, this book is wild. I don't know how to explain it because it's just a pig that's killing everyone, and it's insane. But there's this one part where it talks about when the pig was first born and it was a piglet, and the farmer was like kind of a jerk, and so the piglet telepathically exploded him. Like his whole body exploded, and this little piglet with one eye did that. It's so crazy. I'm really enjoying it. But I just had to come in and tell you that, yeah, in this book, a pig telepathically explodes someone. I felt like that was important. I finished Pearl today, and I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 because it was wild. It took me there. We have telepathic pigs, exploding people, giving people crazy visions, and I really liked Pearl. I really liked how creepy he was and his like weird eye. But the ending to me fell short. I felt like we were leading up to this like big battle between Pearl and the son and his mom, and then it was just kind of like meh. So yeah, I'm kind of bummed because Josh Malerman has always been a 5 out of 5 for me in every single book I've read of his. So it's interesting that this one is only a 4 out of 5. But I mean, that's still not bad. I loved it, had a great time, but the ending was just like, burp. So whatever. It was still good. I would still recommend it. It's one of the craziest things I've read, like ever. It's also Friday evening, and I am craving something a little sweet because I have been watching the new season of Nailed It. And while I'm not as bad as those bakers, I'm not great. And I don't have a ton of ingredients. Usually I'm like fully stocked because I do love baking, but I haven't really done any baking at all this year except for like a pumpkin pie. So I was trying to figure out what I could make, and then I was like, oh, I'll just make those really easy like peanut butter cookies. They have like 3 ingredients, and peanut butter is still relatively good for you. So, you know, it's not like I'm making something super indulgent, but I'm just feeling the need to bake. So I'm going to attempt to make those peanut butter cookies, and fingers crossed that it works out. Okay, so the dismount was not great. We have a few broken soldiers here. And they don't look pretty, but they smell good, and I'm gonna try and see if they taste good right now. wrap up the vlog here because I finished Vespertine and it was absolutely amazing. 5 out of 5, where there's kind of a religious group, nun type people who can actually see the spirits, and they are there to protect the rest of the people, and they destroy the spirits, and there's sort of all these different levels of spirits, which is really cool. And the type of spirit depends on how that person died. It's a really, really cool world that actually is quite easy to let yourself fall into. It's not too complex. And our main character is someone who was possessed by a spirit at a very young age and then managed to get help and free herself, but she's very traumatized from that possession, and she's also very powerful, and she basically goes on a journey to kind of save the world. And she's very reluctant to do so, and she's very, very uncomfortable around other people. She finds it hard to connect and to say the right thing, and it was a really interesting hero to have. Definitely more of a dark fantasy. There's a lot of death, obviously, a lot of spirits, and I really loved it. I loved it. It was amazing. And then, as you probably just saw, we got our new artwork for our walls. Every year or so, me and Mitch like to move around the artwork and add new pieces or bring out old pieces and put them back up. So we did a little bit of redecorating, which you just saw, and I love the way it looks. Very happy with it. So yeah, successful reading week. I read 1 5-star, 1 4-star, and had a really nice weekend. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. This is the end. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.